Loki is finally here after the anticipated wait, and we are all very excited for it. So here is our breakdown and review, things you may have missed, some predictions and theories for the future episodes. Let's get right into it. What's going on, everyone? Unofficial MCU here, hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we have our first episode breakdown for Loki. Loki episode 1, it was an amazing episode, and yeah, there's quite a things to talk about and say, so let's just jump right into it. So now there's really not too many crazy things to miss. If you missed a few things, they really had to fly over your head, quite honestly. There is one thing I noticed that was mentioned, is called the Nexus. This was mentioned in that whole kind of the Miss Clock, I guess, type of thing that we see him, he is watching on the wall in the waiting room. The Hexus was mentioned in WandaVision episode 7, so I think it's going to have some sort of deeper meaning, kind of leading off into Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Guys, I did have a final predictions and theories video for the Loki before the first episode came out, so do be sure you guys check that out. Pause the video and go over and check that out. There are lots of things that we talked about over there as well. Anyway, I do think, seeing that the Nexus was both mentioned here already in the Loki show and in WandaVision back in episode 7, I think that the Nexus is either going to play some sort of role here, either in the Loki show, probably furthermore, and is going to definitely probably play some sort of role here in Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Also, another really weird thing, I guess, to kind of consider is that this is 2012's Loki. This isn't the 2019 Loki that we all know and loved from Avengers Infinity War, or whenever that movie came out, maybe in 2018, I want to say, maybe. But going back towards what the Nexus exactly is, it's pretty much what an altered universe or multiverse pretty much is. It's pretty much another term almost for the multiverse, is what I'm gathering from that. Now, of course, because considering this is 2012's Loki, not the 2018 one, yes, I did look it up, it's the Infinity War is from 2018. This is going to be the same old mischievous Loki that we all kind of know and love from back in the day, or rather more or less from the comics furthermore. Or maybe even the Greek mythology if you're into that type of thing. So, kind of just taking from that, I really felt like a huge chunk of this episode pretty much really was Loki trying to escape from the TVA, and the TVA is a time variance association, I'm pretty sure. Nope, sorry guys, I got my facts all kind of messed up and screwed up here. It's a time variance authority. Rather than that, he really just spends, I feel like, a pretty big portion here trying to escape from them and being mischievous, of course, but of course he takes a minute to sit down and watch that whole hologram of what his whole purpose is, and that is the name of the episode, Glorious Purpose. Furthermore, glorious purpose is a term in kind of almost like a catchphrase or a slogan that we hear him say in the first Avengers movie, 2012 Avengers movie, that he says multiple times, so it's kind of a callback to that. Anyway, it's really interesting, I guess, furthermore, to see a show based upon a bad guy, the villain. We've seen shows and movies, etc., about the good guys, about the Avengers, but this is the first time that Marvel and Disney is taking a twist and giving us Loki, a bad guy show, a villain, a story about the villain, and furthermore, I think that we're going to see Loki really, furthermore, become the good guy. We saw Loki kind of become the good guy back in Thor Ragnarok and Infinity War, but after that, he was killed, which I know, guys, I'm jumping around crazy here, but we did see him kind of take a look at what his life is supposed to be, what his glorious purpose is supposed to be, really, and what he is really supposed to lead up to. He's supposed to make all these dumb mistakes and be this bad person, and then eventually turn around in Thor Ragnarok, like we see, after making all these horrible mistakes, and he really becomes the good guy, and what his overall purpose is giving the Infinity Stone towards Thanos, and then trying to kill him, and then sacrificing himself, I guess, overall, sacrificing himself evidently here for Thor, and pretty much overall the rest of the universe. His sole purpose pretty much is what the TVA is telling him, is that he's supposed to pretty much be the sacrifice, the main sacrifice here. Don't get me wrong, of course, guys, but it's quite interesting, furthermore, but to kind of see that he sees how he dies, how his mother dies, how Odin, his father, dies, is pretty heartbreaking, furthermore, and he goes through some serious emotions. Furthermore, I just want to say Tom Hiddleston is an amazing actor, dude. He is able to go through all these different emotions in this time span of like 5 minutes, which was absolutely insane. Also, Owen Wilson, Ka-chow, amazing actor. Absolutely love to see him in the MCU. Furthermore, mentioning that these episodes are all nearly 45 to an hour long is absolutely amazing. I know it's about only 6 episodes if I remember correctly, but we're going to cherish each and every one, guys. We're going to have episode breakdowns, things you missed, theories and predictions every single day, every single week for each of these episodes, so do be sure you are subscribed to the channel. Now, there is one thing I want to talk about here is the Doctor Strange 2 and the Multiverse of Madness. I had done this in my final theories and predictions video. Guys, go check that one out. It's here on the channel, of course, but to kind of give you guys a rundown of exactly what I'm going to be talking about here, I'm pretty sure that the Loki show is going to be leading here into Doctor Strange 2 and the Multiverse of Madness, kind of like WandaVision was supposed to do. Either way, evidently, I really do think WandaVision did kind of do that kind of job purpose that it was supposed to do. Introducing Phase 4 of the MCU, also kind of leading off into the Multiverse of Madness. I think it did a good job. Rather than that, I think that this show is really going to pick up on some more in-depth things here, what we're going to see in the multiverse rather than that, and kind of picking up the ball from WandaVision. Furthermore, I think a lot of people kind of always talk about this. It's kind of a, a touchy subject, I feel like, in the Marvel community, but the whole Avengers Endgame kind of created some plot holes, is what I hear a lot of people kind of always talking about. And furthermore, I think that's another purpose of what this whole show, the Loki show, is going to be serving and fixing, is some of those plot holes that we saw within the Avengers movie. And furthermore, I think that the TVA, we're going to see step in here a few times with what the Avengers exactly did with the whole time. They did say and kind of clear up that it was supposed to happen. They were supposed to do time travel that was meant for the timeline. Other than that, if it wasn't for that, they would have stepped in and stopped it. Other than that, I think this was an absolutely amazing episode. That one last thing I want to talk about is the Infinity Stones. Everybody is talking about the Infinity Stones. They literally use as paperweights in the TVA, which is kind of crazy to me and furthermore kind of disrespectful. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Just considering what the Avengers had to go through, and Thanos in a sense of, in order to get all these different stones, the TVA just literally have them lying around. They have hundreds and thousands of them, and it's kind of crazy to me that they just have so many. So it kind of questions, do they run off of the Infinity Stones? Is it kind of like the vibranium to the TVA that we see, kind of like the vibranium to Wakanda, like the vibranium to the TVA? Is the Infinity Stones like the vibranium for the TVA? We did see that they have a really complex, futuristic looking city, furthermore kind of even more futuristic looking than Wakanda or Asgard, so it's kind of questionable to see, is that kind of like their power source, is one of my theories or questions here that will hopefully get covered in some future episodes here. But of course, guys, it was an amazing episode. There's not too much to talk about. There's really not too many things that were missed and not too much to break down. I'm really just giving my overall thoughts, opinions, and predictions and theories, I guess, here for what we could hopefully see in episode 2 and so on and so on. So do be sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss any of those. We're going to have those every single week. And furthermore, more Marvel news and other different types of theories every single day. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy it, as it really does help with the channel. And check out our Instagram, Unofficial MCU, for more Marvel related content. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.